7 people in the crowd. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Sam Spade Tech. Sorry for the late start. Cat just left and I guess a bee was chasing her. It was like, bzzz. So she left her coffee on top of the car. So she's like, can you come out and give me my coffee? I'm like, I suppose. So, oh, that reminds me. Let me grab my coffee. Ho, ho, ho. Merry laptop Christmas, everybody. Just got another shipment of laptops in. So, pretty excited about this one. I'll show you guys what I got in a minute, but I was talking yesterday about all these AI data centers, right? Guys, I might have to play one of these videos for you. I watched it this morning. This is it's getting absolutely ridiculous, and this is not okay by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, so just to give you a heads up, I'm gonna be rehabbing one of these laptops today. We're going to install Ghost Spectre on it. I cleaned them up a little bit last night. We'll do that in a little bit, but I got to show you guys this video. So welcome in, everybody. Hey, what do you guys think of my thumbnail here? Pretty good stuff. So, like, hey, Strawberry Kitten. Again, your entrance did not fire off. I'm curious as to why that is. I know I spelt it right. Hey, are you on the vertical or on the horizontal stream, Strawberry Kitten? Welcome in. How are you today? Let me close that. Close that. Strawberry Kitten. You're on the horizontal. Okay, I'm wondering if it's because Lumia is using the vertical. Let me... I guess I can't refresh it. That's okay. That's all right. I'm wondering, yeah, if it's different on the horizontal, if that triggers it, because whenever I launch Lumia, it asks me, like, which one do you want to use? But it seems weird that it would not do the alerts from one end or the other. But anyway, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday, guys. I don't know if you guys watch football or if you like football. I enjoy watching it sometimes, but oh, maybe that's why. I actually had it turned off, so it might still fire off. And I have it turned off usually just because when I am getting ready and one of the entrances, if somebody comes in, it will change scenes. So we don't want that. That's right. Let's go to history. Yeah, so all these freaking AI data centers, right? I think, oh man, that might have been a short. I'll have to look. Oh no, it was this one. Okay, let me get my headphones here. This is getting out of control, guys. Real quick. It's getting out of control fast. Okay. All right.
What's up, America? So you know how everybody's power bill is through the fucking roof and you're basically paying half the amount of your rent in electricity or gas? Well, I'm going to show you some terrible financial fisting that you haven't seen ever in your life. I thought my $608 power bill was bad enough. But what I'm about to show you means that some people will probably have to start turning tricks to pay their fucking power bill. So this is a power bill from Massachusetts. This is due February 3rd, and it's $1,452. You see, the supply was only $545.
The maintenance
and infrastructure.
The maintenance is more than the actual electricity. And they're trying to say that that's, to build and maintain gas distribution, or, basically the money it costs them to make the energy, right? No, these are the fucking AI data centers using all of the energy. And now the power company has to somehow compensate, and they're pushing all that off on us. Absolutely not. They're spending all this money on AI infrastructure. They need to power their own servers. That's ridiculous, dude. For like, AI is great. Don't get me wrong. AI is amazing. It's an amazing tool. It absolutely is. But when you push off the cost of running those servers onto the normal good people that don't even use it and don't even want it, that is criminal. And I cannot wait until the class action lawsuits start rolling in.
Sure, more than
This
the
is fucking
cost
ridiculous.
of the fucking gas. Then you have to pay $243 for a public benefit.
Whatever that
Here's
is.
another bill out of Boston, Massachusetts, 616. This was before this month. You can see 188 supply,
this is
more
criminal.
for the maintenance and infrastructure or investment, and 111 for public benefit. Reference the same state.
Not only that, like, why are we paying for their maintenance? They're a company. They're a for-profit company. Why do we have to pay to build up their infrastructure? Hello. This is absolute. Let's go. Thank you for the subscription over on, was that YouTube? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing.
This was due in January.
What do you guys think of this?
$409.
You think this is cool?
You still
you think
see
this
that
is
you're
normal?
paying double
Like,
for maintenance and investment.
for
But that's
AI slop that nobody asked for. Nobody wants it. Some people use it. I use it, but not to the extent that that these companies seem to be pushing it out.
same type of bill has tripled in many cases, quadrupled. Another electric bill due February 24th. That's
Jesus Christ,
$795
man.
for the month, and you're getting the same bullshit. Supplies less than 300, maintenance is way more than that, public benefit. You have to understand what the utilities are doing. It'd be the same thing as you buying $100 worth of stuff on Amazon and then charging you $150 to bring it to your house.
Yeah.
Another bill from another state showing that their gas
That's exactly what they're doing.
bill is $542.31.
Gas
you see
bill?
the same thing. Total gas charge is only $106.
You're sad? I'm sorry that you're sad. Why are you sad, bud?
But delivery charge is $304 plus extra fees, of course.
Why is the delivery more than the actual product?
Now, I understand it's that time of the year when people who pay gas bills usually have higher bills, since most people still use gas to heat their houses. But these numbers are insane.
Yeah, this is absolutely insane. And this is just the first month of said increase for some of these customers. I haven't seen it on my bill because I'm down in Florida, but and I don't know where any of these AI data centers are located. But I think this one guy said he was in Boston. I know there's some in like Virginia, and Amazon's probably got them all over the place. But these billion-dollar companies, they're spending literally hundreds of billions of dollars to put in all this AI crap. And like, they're not turning a profit. They don't expect to turn a profit in like 5 years. And I'm wondering, like, wait. You guys are building all this AI infrastructure, and who's the customer? Right? Like, yeah, we use it, online on the website, but most of the times it's free. Like, I'm not ever gonna pay for one of these AI things. Ever. Not not now knowing what they're doing and pushing off that cost onto us. This is absolutely criminal. I'm not affected right now, but I can see this is going to affect all of us very quickly. And so you think the AI bubble, you know, is hiking up just computer components. Now it's hiking up people's electric and gas bills all over the country. When this thing pops, because who's the customer? How do you create a product when there's like zero demand? Who is using this stuff? Is there, you can't tell me that there's that many people out there paying for AI services that warrant them building and investing as much money as they are. What a horrible business model. Like, let's just build all these AI data centers and then the customers will show up. For what? It's trash. Most of the fucking AI is slop.
$100,000 bills. I mean, this is insane, yo. This is insane. I don't know how people are gonna be able to get through this.
They're not.
And the whole reason they're saying that the electric bills in particular are going up is because there are a lot of places that are building the AI, I guess these AI plants, and they are taking a lot of electricity from the power grid. And basically what they're doing is charging you for it. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is because luckily I don't live anywhere in New Jersey where they're actually making an AI plant, but
it has to be.
Isn't that illegal? Isn't it illegal to
be
be moving someone's usage to someone else's usage and then charging them for it? I don't know. I don't know. These bills are crazy.
Yeah.
So with this chart right here, they're basically saying, this is from Washington State, use less and pay more. So the electricity was 17.4% less usage at 20% more total cost increase. Natural gas was 13% less usage, but 10.6% more total cost. So in essence, you use less, but you're being charged more. They're just fucking us nationwide. And of course, you've seen my videos yelling about them financially giving me the deep dick. And of course, that's in the state of Indiana, but this is in Massachusetts.
Who is this guy? This Super America 2. This guy's hilarious. I freaking love this. Freaking love this.
It's Washington, all over the country. It doesn't really matter. They're using the same modus operandi, which is most of the charges and fees. You use less, they charge you more. Fuck you, bend over, and give us your goddamn money, you worthless fuck. That's the way power companies, whether it's electricity or gas, treat us here in the United States. Now, is this because they're just fucking us, or is this because of green energy government mandates? Not exactly sure how they're fucking us yet. But all as I know is if you want to start protesting against something, instead of leaving high schools and protesting against ICE, why don't you get out and protest this fucking goddamn bullshit?
So can someone please explain to me
why this poor lady.
Electric bills are skyrocketing? I understand the heat and the pull of everything. I have literally I'm turning my breaker off to my oven, my microwave, my washer, my dryer. If it's not in use, the breakers are going off. We've unplugged almost everything from every outlet. We are not.
Yeah. So, and that will save you a lot of money if you're not using like certain rooms in the house or like the dryer or some of these like higher end or high voltage appliances. If you flip the breakers off, you're not just cutting off, electricity to the appliance, but all the wiring that goes to the appliance, because you still get charged for electricity that goes to the wire, to the receptacle. So if you're flipping the breaker, you're cutting off that entire wire. So you can think about like how much wiring you have in a house. If you flip all the breakers off, you're cutting all the power like right to the box. So it'll save a ton of energy, essentially.
Not running any night lights at all at night except the security light out on the telephone pole. My bill that is due by, I believe, the 10th was $1,013.
She unplugged everything, basically, and she's not using it. Her bill is $1,013.
No, that is actually, that is how electricity works. By the way, if you cut it off at the breaker, you're using less electricity. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee it because I've done it.
What is going on in this country? I mean, a lot of people already have it hard enough. You know, most people make money and they bring their lifestyle up to exactly how much they make. Sometimes, well, most of the time, even higher than that. But this right here, these electric bills, these gas bills, really going to be bankrupting a lot of people. Now, hopefully, these states do have.
And this is just the first month that people are seeing this. Well, you're right to a point, but you got to think about it. Yeah, you need a load. I understand. I was an electrician in the Navy. I understand how it works, but you have to energize the lines. So by cutting it off, you are cutting the electricity that is just sitting in the lines. Does that make sense? So yeah, maybe it's not a lot, but it is. Trust me. And it how do I put this? Electricity has to constantly be moving. So even if it's just sitting there, especially AC current is a wave, right? And so it's kind of like analog, and it's always fluctuating, right? DC, battery power, is direct current, and it's like flat-lined. So I don't know, it's different, but yeah, so it will save you a little bit of money. But especially if you got a huge house, right? If you flip off the breakers to all of your appliances, and plus some of the appliances just sitting there, right? That's the big thing. So the appliance just sitting there, a lot of times will go through like little cycles, like the refrigerator, right? The refrigerator sits there and it constantly is eating a little bit of electricity. Or like the microwave has a clock on it. So you're not using it, but it's still trickling a little bit of electricity, right? And again, all that adds up. So if you're not using it and you cut the breakers, you're going to be saving money. Your bill should go down. It should not double or triple like these customers are seeing.
Program.
And if we don't fucking do something about this right now.
Make it nasty, make it nasty. Pop it on the bitch. Make it nasty. Playing games you can't resist.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Mr. Nasty. Mr. Nasty's in the house. Mr. Nasty, come save us, man. These AI data centers are sucking us dry. This poor lady, she just said she flipped all the breakers off in her house, and her electric bill like doubled because they're doing like construction or something. It's these fucking AI data centers. It's
That's what they say. Okay,
it's got to be criminal.
Put you on.
And if they're just doing this to one customer, so one customer, they double their bill. Think about how much money they're raking in to offset the cost of these AI servers. Just think about that. That's one customer. You're talking about millions of customers where their bill is doubled. This is not going to end well. That's all I'm saying. This is not going to end well.
On a payment plan or deduct something from your bill, because these charges are crazy. $1,000 for an electric bill. I live in New Jersey. My electric bill.
Report them. Report them. Do it. Get them out of here.
Has gone up a little bit, and if any of your electric bills have gone up, put it in the comment section and let us know how much they have went up by. Mine has went up like $20. Honestly, I live in a one-bedroom apartment, and my bill is like
so it's
$70 for this month.
It's not all over, but if you're in a city or a town where these AI data centers are, watch out. Watch out. That's all I'm saying.
70, but $1,000?
That's
Jesus Christ. These people are just raking it in.
How you doing, Mr. Nasty? I apologize. How are you this morning? Oh man, that's some good coffee. Oh my God. So I already fed the cats, so I don't have to do it just now. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Cat is batting 0 because she, takes Cooper out, while I can stream. Well, today I'm just reporting on. Right now, I'm reporting on some of these AI servers that nobody asked for, by the way. So nobody asked for these fucking servers to be installed in their cities and towns, and now the electric and gas companies are offsetting the cost to run these gigantic servers onto the customers. And people are seeing their electric and gas bills double in a time where we're already hurting and struggling to make ends meet. And you're going to slap us like that? Like, so I can't wait for the class action lawsuits, because this, I mean, how stupid are you? Honestly. And I said it the other day, these AI data centers, okay, first of all, nobody asked for this shit, right? Second of all, you need to be paying for your own electricity. If your servers are eating up this much electricity, then you need to build yourself a fucking electric plant to power these things. And the worst part, who's the customer? They're spending hundreds of billions of dollars to build these AI servers. Who's buying it? Who's buying this stuff? Because every website I go to, the AI shit is free. Right? I ain't paying for that. Like, it's not worth it. The slop that it pushes out half the time, it's not worth paying for. Why would I pay for it when I can go to this other one and get it for free? Like, and like with the whole Microsoft thing, pushing AI into everybody's computer and then breaking said computer. Brilliant. Glad you guys invested $600 billion into Copilot. Good job. Really good job. Fucking ridiculous.
We even had our electric off for a few days because we were getting all new ductwork in our house with and ran all new lines from the trunk line to each register and vent. So the power was off for those few days last month. Plus, we had some higher temperatures, and I still ended up with a bill, 1 month bill, 1 month, no past due anything, $1,013.
Crazy.
This is absurd.
$1,000.
It's very stressful. I'm going to need a GoFundMe just to afford my electric bill. I have luckily been in such
for
good
real.
graces with my truck payment, my husband's truck payments, that they did a forgiveness of let me put one payment of each to the end of the loans. My truck is $640.
Wow. So she had to take her car, both her vehicle payments, and ask the bank to put them to the back of her loan so that she can just pay her electric bill.
Wow.
What? That's crazy. What is going on in this country, y'all?
My husband's is $330, and with that being said, pulling all that money to pay this month's bill that is due by the 10th. Is anybody else having these issues?
I mean, what about next month?
The heck?
Yeah,
I had a budget.
exactly.
Next month.
This
What
is the
about
first
summertime?
month.
Because summertime is usually the time where I actually draw the most electricity because I run 2 air conditioners in the summertime. So yeah, my bills may be double at that time. And one thing I have noticed, you ever see people in Walmart trying to get you on the green energy crap? The people, either Walmart or they come to your door, they're like, hey, it's time for this, I'm gonna lower your bill. Don't do that junk. I've done that junk. Tell me why my bill tripled.
Don't
Going
do
to
that
green
junk.
energy. I said, take that crap off my.
But yeah, so, and then in a little bit, it is laptop Christmas. I got another couple laptops in. I got a refresh on my supply of laptops. So I'll show you guys what I pulled in and what I paid for them and what we're going to do to them. So stay tuned for that.
Bill immediately. I'm a PSE&G customer. My electric bill is usually like $40, $50. But with the green energy, my bill is $150. Absolutely not.
Work, and he said his electric bill was $300. They about had a heart attack. Try $1,000. This is not fair. What the heck is going on? Last year in January, we used more wattage, 5,400 wattage, and our bill was only $656. This year we used 5,200, $1,013. The math isn't mathing, and I don't give a crap what my supplier is because I shop for the lowest supplier. But this time, Constellation was 10 cents, where last year it was 5 cents. Like, and it does add up. Who would think these little cents would cost so much? So explain to me why the supplier was 500 and the delivery itself, shouldn't it all be just one? Delivery was like 400 or something. Shouldn't it just be one, not just have a delivery and a service? I'm sorry, this is a massive ripoff in Ohio. I think there needs to be a huge class action lawsuit.
Yeah.
Because how can everybody else afford
Can't
this?
wait.
Luckily, my husband and I are making decent money. We have big bills. Affording these bills, I don't know what to do. This is absurd. Anybody got any advice?
Yeah. And I heard on top of that, like last year, taxes went up, and then what else? So taxes went up. Oh, and insurance. So people last year got slammed with like almost double their homeowners insurance and car insurance, and like a lot of different insurance companies like doubling their rates. Like, this is unsustainable. This is absolutely unsustainable, and it's going to explode a lot faster than people, I think, realize. It's not good. It's not looking good,
Other than
guys.
turning Amish? I was going
Yeah,
to
for,
make-
for real. I think she's onto something right there. I'm like, at this point, we may as well all just pack it up. Sorry. Thanks, internet. It's been fun, but if this is what it costs, we're not going to be able to afford it. We're all going to be Amish here pretty soon. I'm just going to fucking write it all off. So much for the tech channel, right? Merp.
Micro debt payment video, but guys, I think I have to stop the series for a little bit. I just got my energy bill and they are doubling our monthly payment.
Doubling.
Look at her. She's this poor girl. She's like holding back her tears. She can't even say it.
So it's going from, I guess it's not quite doubling, I'm probably being dramatic, but it's going from $292 a month to $445
That's
a month.
doubling.
That's still a big jump.
That's doubling. Let's just call it what it is. That's almost fucking double.
It's a lot. The cost of groceries, I haven't gotten
Yeah.
any sort of raise in a long time. Like, cost of
Everything's
living
going
is
up.
just going up, and I'm panicking a little bit. How am I going to pay this bill every month? I don't know. I think I need to pause. I'm still in shock.
Okay, so I'm a little pissed off here in Virginia. So I got my electric bill this month, and it has doubled. And I was
Virginia.
like, wait, what happened? I didn't do anything different. So I started doing a little research and asking some of my friends, hey, did yours double? And they were like, oh, yeah, check this out. This guy's like, oh, yeah, mine's now $700 a month. This other person, yeah, mine went up 45%. Other people, they basically doubled. And so I'm like, wait, I didn't even know there was going to be a rate hike. So I did a little research, and sure enough, Virginia Power was like, hey, don't worry, there's going to be a rate hike, but don't worry. It's only going to be like $11 a family. And so I'm like, you lied. And then I was like, I wonder what this rate hike was for. So then I did a little more research, and they're like, oh, you know, we need new poles, and you know, labor costs have gone up, and so is fuel costs. Fuel costs have gone down. But the most alarming thing to me was they had mentioned that with all of the new data centers in Virginia, it basically drained the system, and they need to upgrade. So
Boom.
first of all, I want to ask who the frig
Boom. The data centers.
is letting all these data centers in to drain the American public's wallets? And secondly, why are we forced to pay double an electric bill for these data centers that are here?
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely insane. A lot of people need to get out here and protest these data centers. I know
For
AI
real.
is a great thing, especially if you use it to make money. It's a great thing. But the amount of electricity that they draw in order to use it, the only doing is just passing the buck onto the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
It should be illegal, but apparently it's not.
It-
It's really
it-
crazy.
And then I was like, gee, I wonder if Virginia
They gotta
Power
pass
is
some
really hurting
laws.
for money, that they needed to raise everyone's rate, not $11, but double. And so I did a little quick research, and guess what? Just in quarter 3 alone for 2025, guess how much they made? They made $1 billion net profit. So can somebody please friggin' tell me why this cost is always funneled down to the hardworking American
I don't know.
taxpayer?
I don't know where any of these data centers are. But we might have to find out. We might have to find out. I mean, you'll figure it out if your electric bill or gas bill starts to double next month. That'll be a telltale sign. But yeah, it should be illegal. I cannot wait for the class action lawsuits so we can just put this AI bubble to rest. Just put it to rest, y'all.
This shit has got to stop.
Yeah.
I am so tired of being a
It's
human.
gotta
It should
stop.
not be this expensive to live. And I don't know who makes these decisions, but it is reckless.
Well, sorry to say, but a lot of things in this country is passed down to the consumer. Taxes, corporates, everything.
That doesn't make it okay. This guy's just like, well, that's just how it is. Well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, that's how it is, but it shouldn't be that way. Picketing doesn't do anything. Picketing is just a way for you to like make it look like you care. Like, what does that actually do? Nothing. That doesn't do anything. We need to sue them. I would rather spend that time at a lawyer's office talking to them saying we need to start a class action lawsuit than spend 3 hours outside of their data center with a sign. What's that going to do? Let them know that we're upset. Okay. No, let's just subpoena them and get them into court. Oh, it's not going to end well, dude. That's all
Everything
I'm
is
saying.
passed right down to the middle class.
Nope.
And people have it hard enough with the car notes and car insurance going up and housing insurance, and now electric bills are going up.
I'm be serious. We might have to turn Amish. We might have to turn Amish, Mr. Nasty.
What the hell are we gonna do, y'all?
Amish.
What the hell are we gonna? The only thing I can think of is if you live somewhere near these data centers, you probably should move because this might just be the norm. Your electric bill might be 500 plus if you live by one of these data centers. It might be. Probably just get up, move to another state that doesn't have these data centers, or move to a place in your state that doesn't have data centers. I don't know.
Amish.
All I can say is good luck, y'all. Good luck, y'all. Y'all here struggling because of y'all electric bills. I pray for y'all. This is really crazy the way things are.
I know. That's what I said. Hey, internet. It's been fun. Nice knowing you. It's been fun, but I don't know. It's not gonna end well. Yeah. Fuck electricity. Fuck it. Who needs it?
Going in this country, and it's not Trump's fault. It's not Trump's fault. It's the state's fault. They're the ones who do the whole electricity thing. So yeah, let me know, and also let me know what y'all electric bills are going up to. If they have gone up, let me know. I would love to see y'all responses. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys next time.
This fucking guy. Like I can't get over his response. He's like, well, that's just the way it is. You know, all these things get funneled down to the middle class. Well, that's just the way it is. Grow a fucking spine. Fucking if you don't stand for anything, yeah. How's that saying go? I forget how the saying goes. If you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for anything, or something like that. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Ooh. Hey. Now you're onto something. Didn't Tesla try to do that? I think Tesla's doing that. Because they got those like solar panels and power walls and all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not to mention, so you got all these data centers. I didn't even think of that. And then you're also at the same time trying to push electric vehicles down everybody's throat that nobody wants. Just like, guys, what can we? And I was telling Kat earlier, right? Like, so you're spending an obscene, like, absolutely all these companies, right? OpenAI, Microslop, all these companies spending hundreds of billions of dollars on AI infrastructure. Meanwhile, you've got the highest homelessness rate in the states of California, probably Nevada, all over the country, right? We've got so many homeless people, so many people addicted to drugs, so many people like down and out. We're all struggling. And meanwhile, all these big companies are just throwing money away at this magical AI god. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you could have used all that money and spent it on humanity instead of this magical AI god that nobody asked for. I'm just it's getting to be ridiculous. It absolutely is. I don't know. I don't like seeing people who are already struggling and then they get slapped with like double the electricity bill, you know? It's hard enough like when, you know, like the AC goes out and you're like, whoa, I was not expecting to have to replace the AC this month, you know, like, oh, that's a big bill. I gotta replace the whole system or whatever, you know, when you get hit with a bill like that. So like, what if that happens? You get your electric bill, it's double, and then the AC goes out. You get slapped twice and you're just like, what am I supposed to do? It's just, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. But it's not looking good for the home team, you know what I'm saying? So hey. Switching gears. I don't have a good segue, so I'm just gonna jump into the laptops. It looks like I lost all my viewers anyway, so anywho, guys, it is laptop Christmas. Let me get this camera over here. Okay, that camera, yeah. A little high. There we are. Okay. Let me move my microphone. All right. Let's see. Tops. I don't know what to do with. So these are all older models, right? Older models, except this one. So of the bunch, this was probably the nicest one. This is the HP X360. So this is one I'm going to be working on today. So let me see here. There we go. So this one's actually pretty nice. HP X360. It's got, what do we got here? It's upside down. There we go. So we're looking at, we got HDMI, USB-C, SD card. I think this is a volume button. And then that's the power adapter there. And what do we got on here? Just 2 USBs and then microphone. And I think that's just the lock for it on this side. There you go. Let me turn this camera off. There we go. So, I was most excited about this one. However, I don't know if you can see that. The screen is cracked on it. So, but it is a 360, right? Let me move this back. There we go. So it is a 360, meaning it flips out like so. So it lays flat. You can flip it this way, flip it that way. But yeah, the screen is cracked on it. So I was thinking I could take the glass off and just use the LCD, but I think I'll just sell it as is. It's got a 1 terabyte old Platter hard drive and 8 gigs of RAM, but it's actually pretty nice. So if you didn't want to replace the screen, you could actually just hook it up to a monitor like this and just set it up like that. And then just hook it up to a monitor and work like this. That would work just fine because the computer itself actually works. So I'll fire it up and show you guys. I'll show you guys that in a second. I want to show you the rest of the laptops that we got. Let me back up because this is... I don't have a good like space. I don't have like a real good space to do this, and this is all just kind of shooting from the hip, so to speak, but I can put power on here. So so next up we got a Toshiba satellite. I don't know what specs on this one, but what do we got here? We got one high-speed USB. Focus. Autofocus ain't working. Whatever. I'll just name them off for you. We got the high-speed USB, HDMI, and then the old VGA port. On this side, Ethernet and Wi-Fi and speaker and DVD. So that's not bad. This one's actually pretty nice. It does have a SD card slot up front. And it's actually pretty nice. I don't know what year this is. I don't know much else about this one. But I am going to get all these up on eBay. And if they do work, I'll refurb them, upgrade the RAM if I can, and then we'll get them up on eBay. And all these will be for sale. What operating system do you guys think we should put on this? I could put whatever we want. Normally, like a lot of these laptops are older, and Windows says that you can't install Windows 11 on them, but that's BS. I've installed I've installed Windows 11 on a fucking potato, so I'm sure these laptops will be just fine. So this one's actually pretty nice. It's got a thinner profile, and it still does have the CD tray in there, so DVDs, whatever. So that's number deuce. And then they start to get a thick. This is the compact Presario. She's a thick baby. She's so thick. We got CD, DVD drive, USB, power on this side. And then the VGA, Ethernet, USBs, and microphone, headphones on this side. She's beefy. The compact Presario. When this one came out, this is AMD processor. It was sporting Windows 7. So, came stock with Windows 7. This one's not too bad looking, but it is older. There's also no webcam. So that's kind of a, you know, if that's a deal breaker for you. But this one is probably going to be slower. So we might install a version of Linux on this one. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think. And then we got another thick boy. Thick. This one's sick. So it actually has the headphones and microphone jack up front and a slide button for the Wi-Fi, because yeah, you gotta have that. SD card, FireWire, even FireWire, USB. Ooh, a blank spot. Looks like you can get an optional thing right here. I don't know what this is. Expansion port. Oh, it's got the freaking, what is that? PS2? PS2 port right here? I don't know. It's got the old, it's got a phone jack and Ethernet and VGA. Yeah, this one's a little busty. The screen. It might be for infrared. It's not see-through though. It's just a box. It looks like a box. It's just like a plastic plate, to where like maybe they had an option where there's another component that would go in here. It could be infrared, but I'm not sure. Not sure. But we'll find out. Not gonna do it today. I'm just gonna do one today. But yeah, that looks like this piece here is busted, so it may have taken a tumble at some point. But all in all, I mean, you know, it's a mixed bag when I get these. Like, I don't know what the condition is. And the listing even said that the RAM and hard drives would be removed. But the first one I fired up, it booted to Windows, so that was obviously not true. I think they just have to say that because they don't want you going out there and taking anybody's data. And lastly, we got another Toshiba. I don't know which one this one is. Oh, it's another satellite. Okay. Toshiba satellite. And Windows 7 home key. We got the SD card up front. CD drive. It's missing the piece on the side though. The plastic piece for the CD drive. Looks like something else missing here too, because it looks like that would have been a phone jack. But doesn't look like there's anything in there, actually. And then 2 USBs, power. And then on this side, oh yeah, Ethernet's over here, so I don't know what that port is. Oh, it actually does have HDMI, I'll be dang. Another USB. So I'm guessing this one is just USB 2.0. Yeah, it's missing a little bit of the plastic right here too. Little chip. So this one may have been dropped as well. But again, these are still good because it's not a total loss. Even if the computer won't boot, like I can still sell these for parts, you know, and I've done that in the past. So this one does have a webcam. So, and again, it's got an Intel Pentium and then Windows 7. You know, older laptop, but is what it is. Thicker, another thick one, thick boy. So not bad. So it should have the hard drives and stuff in here. It may or may not. I don't know. The listing said that the hard drives were removed, so we'll see. But so I got 5 laptops. And can anyone guess the total? How much I paid for 5 laptops? Got any guesses? Drum roll, please. Ooh, no. Lower. Lower than that. Lower. Lower. So, I got them in last night. I had to clean them up, right? I wiped all the gooch juice off of them because there was one that was like, ooh. Wiped all the gooch juice off. This one was fine. This one wasn't dirty at all, but there was one. And yeah. Anyway, it was pretty nasty. That may or may not fire up. But again, I can sell these for parts. This one I'm going to sell for parts. But like I said, thank you. Yeah, my microphone was out of range. There you go. So this one I could probably sell for parts, right? But you're redacting all your messages again. No. So like I said, I'm gonna sell this one for parts. I'm not gonna replace the screen. The screen alone, because it was a touch screen, because it's the flip version, right? So it was a touch screen. Tablet mode. Tablet doesn't work, so the digitizer doesn't work, but the screen does work. Screen is just fine. So everything works on it. You can use it as is, or you could hook up a monitor because it does have HDMI port. So you could hook it up to a monitor and run it that way. Still a good computer, runs good. And I wanted to open it up because I do have, right now it's got 8 gigs of RAM, right? On one stick. Okay, one stick. I have a mismatched pair, which I don't like using. However, I have 2 4 gigs that came of DDR4 that came in with that box of RAM that I bought. So it's got an empty slot. So I'm gonna swap the 8 gigs for 8 gigs. That way I'll have one 8 gig DDR that I can use on another laptop in the future, because otherwise I'll just have 2 random 4 gig sticks laying around. Whereas if I get another one that has 8 gigs in it, like this one did, then I can take that stick and put it in and we'll have a 16 gig RAM. So that's the idea anyway. And again, whoever buys it can upgrade the RAM. I think it'll take up to 16 gigs. But so I got them in, cleaned off the gooch juice. There's still a little bit on here, it looks like. But these laptops, this one is really nice. It looks similar to my Ghost or my Spectre laptop up here. The only thing I did to this one, because when it first booted up, it actually came to a Windows 10 login screen, and it had somebody's email, yada yada, whatever. So I went ahead and just went to the HP recovery and did a clean install and deleted that data so I could get into the laptop and kind of poke around. So it's fresh install. The only issue was the Wi-Fi network, like it sees the networks, but it wouldn't connect to them. So that was strange, because why could it see the network and then not connect to them? And I do think it might be a driver issue or a software issue, because I had this on older Windows 10 models. I think it's running 19H2 or something like that. But I had it on older models where it would see the network, but it wouldn't connect to them. And then when I upgraded it to Windows 11, it connected no problem. So I don't know what that's about. Oh, look, they're already prompting me for OneDrive. Amazing. But yeah, as you guys can see, here, let me move this out of the way real quick. So the laptop does work. Looks like I turned off the tablet mode, but because the touchscreen doesn't work anyway, but it does rotate, as you saw there. So the rotate does work. It does rotate. So everything so far, it looks like it works. And I ran the diagnostic test from BIOS and it passed. So everything hardware-wise works except for the touchscreen. So, oh, and to replace the touchscreen is like $100. So I don't really think it's worth that for me, but if you want this laptop, you know, you can buy the screen, install it, you'll have a great laptop. So, and again, I'll sell it probably as is, because it does have an old Platter hard drive, but I wanted to tear into it to see, to first swap out the RAM, and then see, I believe it should have a slot for an M.2. So if you wanted to, you can plug an M.2 in here and leave the old Platter drive in here, and then you'll have a terabyte of storage and put your OS on the NVMe. So that's about it. Just want to show you guys that it works. All buttons seem to work up here. Mute, brightness, screen share button works. Yeah, so all the keys seem to work. It's got the number pad. It also has the Bang & Olufsen speakers. So these are actually really, really nice speakers. And I'd play a song for you, but I can't get it connected to... yeah, it doesn't even have an Ethernet port. So it is what it is. I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to see about the RAM. And I just want to see if there is an M.2 slot in here. Because it's a pretty nice laptop. It really is. It's 2018. Circa 2018. I did a refresh of the Windows using the, what's it called? Oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta also download the drivers. Ryan reminds me, I gotta download the drivers off of here. I just prefer doing it that way, just because they're installed and we know they're known working drivers, right? Let me move this camera. I got the microphone right here. It's a little bit better. There we go. Y'all see that okay? Something. All right. So I watched a video on this last night. There should be 3 screws here, one here, and one right here. So, and I believe I don't know which type of motherboard is in here, right? So if it's a newer model, the motherboard should be facing the correct way, or how I would have built it, so that I can easily access the RAM and hard drive slots. That's how I would have designed it. Some of these older HPs suck because they put the RAM underneath the motherboard. You literally have to take the entire motherboard out just to get to it. The screw's a little tight. That one's a little tight. But yeah, so what do you guys think about the AI stuff? Pretty wild, huh? Right there. Pretty wild. Yeah, and the nice thing also is the battery works on here. So it's got a good battery. A lot of these older laptops that I get, the battery doesn't work. So, because they're like old, like 2010. So this was nice. Oh, yeah. So 75, no, you guessed 75. I actually paid for all 5 of them, right? $55. So each laptop essentially, that's with shipping, might I add, $55. So at the end of the day, they're about 11 bucks a piece. Is there a screw under here? It doesn't seem like rubber. It seems like hard plastic. Yeah, there's a screw under there. And it is hard plastic. Weird. And it's different size. It's a different size screw than the 2 on the side. Use the same size, guys, because now you gotta have specific screw that goes at a certain spot. Anywho, I gotta get my spudger. My spudger. There we go. There we go. Ta-da! Have to clean the gooch out of this one. A little bit of dust, not much. Perfect. So this is the one where so the battery's right here. Yeah, this is the one where right here. So let me turn my camera off. Cam bubble. The RAM is right here. Processor's right here underneath the heatsink. Battery's right here. And then it's got an old platter hard drive right here. So I would probably keep this, you know, you could put storage on here, but it does have an M.2 slot right here. So you could put an SSD right here. That's awesome. So this is this is actually a really nice laptop. So you could potentially have, I mean, if I have a 4 terabyte in my workstation over here, so you could have a 4 terabyte SSD here, and then another terabyte here, or swap this out for another SSD if you really wanted to. Put another 4 terabytes here. You could have up to 8 terabytes in this little laptop if you were so inclined. It's got an i5 processor, by the way. i5 processor. Here's the Wi-Fi card right here. Yeah, it looks pretty good in here, actually. Looks pretty good. Oh, there's like a magnet right here. I wonder if that was, yeah, it was. It was supposed to stay on the back latch. Weird. Why did they put maybe not. Where does that go? Is it? Oh yeah, it was supposed to stay right here. Right there. That's weird. I don't know why they would do that. Like, what purpose does that magnet serve? Honestly. None that I can see, but they got it there for a reason. Anyway, so the RAM's right here. I'm just going to pop this open and get to the RAM. Hopefully. All right, I might need to move the camera again. Sorry about all the shoddy camera work here. Shoddy camera work. So normally, you know, you want to disconnect the battery, but I have to get in here quickly. Get in and get out, you know what I mean? So just like that. So see, it's only got one 8 gig stick, and I have two sticks here. Let me get my RAM out. So, like I said, it happened. I bought a box and it came with two 8 gig sticks. Normally, I don't like mismatching them, but in this case, I get myself an 8 gig stick. Keep that one, and we still got 8 gigs in here. Now it's 2 channels. Those are in. Make sure these line up because this, they got like little clips in here. They're like super tiny, but it does fit like in between the clips. Grabbed them. That's on. Okay. And that's it. So we're done in here. All that just to swap out the RAM. So this is a data 8 gig PC4 assembled in China. So like I said, I'll keep that one for the next laptop. And then yeah, good to know that there is an M.2 here. I'm going to take a picture of this real quick just so I have it for eBay purposes. There you go. And there is an M.2 right there. There is a hard drive. Looks pretty clean in here. Not much dust at all. So this thing, before it was dropped, was probably pretty lightly used, I gotta say. Doesn't look like there's much use in here. So that is all with that. So we're gonna put this back on. And I'm just gonna tack it in place because I want to fire it up, make sure that RAM is working before. See, these plastic tabs are worthless. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna flip it back over. Whoops. Sorry. Maybe we'll find it. Okay. See if it fires back up. See if her fires back up. Hopefully. She should. Let's see if she posts. It's on. Diagnostics. Test memory. Fast test. Hey, Clash Royale clips. Can you not hear me, Strawberry Kitten? Clash Royale clips. Hello, hello. I wondered what had happened to you. Been working 24/7? Oh, you let Memtest 86 run for 24 hours? On which system? On your home system? Yeah, I'm just refurbing another laptop here. Yeah, I know. Kick. I don't have the Kick app because it's so buggy. I just would fire it up on my web browser. It works good on Chrome, but any other browser. It's testing the memory here. But again, that's why I wanted to test it. If it doesn't work, I'll put the other RAM back in. Gotcha. But I got 5 more laptops, Clash Royale, for $55. So that's $11 a piece. Passed. Okay. So it passed. It sees 7 gigs. I'm not sure why it didn't post though. Yes, I'm sure. Exit. Yeah, it's a lot quicker. Yeah, the Kick app is worthless. Oh, they're fired up. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why it didn't fire up the first time. So I got this laptop for $11, and it's actually pretty nice. I've been doing good. I've been doing all right, man. Hanging in there. We got another like little head cold type thing going on around the house, but we'll survive. This laptop is really nice. It's got an M.2 slot, which is empty, but you could put a solid state drive in here, and it's got another 1 terabyte platter hard drive on board. So you could put the OS on the M.2 and then keep the platter drive for storage and apps and stuff, games, what have you. 8 gigs of RAM. I think you could put up to 16 gigs of RAM. I think the hard drive might. I don't know. Hard drive's doing something, I think. That was weird. I think too it's this is Windows 10. So I think once we get Windows 11 on here, it's going to be a lot faster. But I just wanted to fire it up to test the RAM and make sure that the RAM was working. Oh, that reminds me. Well, I might put Linux on it, but for resale value, right? I like to put Windows 11 on it. And this one actually has the TPM chip and the secure boot. So technically it's got everything it needs to natively run 11. This one was $11 US because I got 5 laptops for $55 with shipping to my house. So this one, so essentially they're all like $11, but yeah, man, this, I think something might be up with the hard drive. Something's going on here. Yeah. And this one would be nice. It was touchscreen, but as you can see, not anymore. Not no more. But it is really nice. It's a really nice laptop. It's got really nice Bang & Olufsen speakers. It has HDMI, so like you could just use it as a workstation. You could hook a monitor up to it, but I don't know what the hell's going on here. That guy's still sending that M.2 to that guy, to this guy, that guy. Yeah, it sounds like bullshit to me. That thing was so fake, dude. I could tell just by looking at it. Okay, okay. That's weird. Why would the RAM, like changing the RAM, cause it to slug like that? And again, I ran just the initial hardware test. Yeah, I might have to run the hardware test on this again, like overnight, like you had suggested. That's weird. I don't know why it was so slow starting up. Just changing the RAM shouldn't have caused that. Yeah. And they were trying to make it look like a Samsung drive. They totally were trying. They were trying hard. Yeah. So it sees both the sticks, and it's still running at the same speed, so that's good. So good. I'm guessing it's just the disk is at 100%, and I'm guessing it is. Yeah, sure. I noticed this too the first time you like install Windows. I think it's writing to the index, so that's why the disk is at 100%, because it seems to do that every time you do a fresh install. That, and there's like 1,000 some odd processes probably running in the background. Yeah, 177. That's not bad, but it's an i5, but they've got it like throttled down. So I don't know if you can overclock it, but it's only 1.6 gigahertz. So, oh yeah, she made some banging cookies last week, dude. I'm telling you, she should fucking really be selling these online. Ah, this is why. OneDrive, Radio Manager, Service Desk, Delayed Launcher, Realtek. This is why. Program. What the fuck is program? Publisher. Nobody. Yeah, we got program running. Real quick. Yeah. Wonder what it is. And shoot. Well, it just opened Edge, but Edge ain't gonna work. Yeah. You said upload program to virus total. Yeah, I wonder what that is. How do you look it up to see where it's running? App history. Virus total knows. Okay, I'll have to look on my main PC here in a second. But I'm thinking if we, well, shit. Now wondering if I should even export the drivers. Yeah, let me see. Let me close this. Categories, enable file path. That's what I was thinking. Hang on. Let's look it up. We are thinking we're going to do some wings. We're going to get some chicken wings from Publix, the grocery store here, and then toss them in some, what's it called? Toss them in some buffalo sauce, maybe some other sauce. What about you? What do you got for going for the game? And who are you going for? What is it? Yeah, virus total. Nope, did I spell that right? Total. Ah. Going for the Seahawks? Yeah, I think we're going to go for the Seahawks too. I'm not a Patriots fan. Virus total. Search. Program. Program, as generic as it comes. Okay. It's not a file. Nothing comes up. You guys doing wings too? Nothing's coming up. Is it too generic? It's too generic, guys. Nothing's coming up. Hang on. Let me switch my cam. Yeah, nothing's coming up. I just typed in program. Nothing's coming up on virus total. Oh, okay. Let me take a look. The file or file hash. Let me take a look. All right. So if I go to startup, and then you said up here, how do I don't think I can add a column. Hang on. Can't even see that. Ooh, Dave's hot chicken and nachos. Let's go. Who's Dave? Who the hell is Dave? Whoop. Come on, man. There we go. All right. Who the hell is Dave even? Let's see. No, I've never heard of Dave's hot chicken. You have to send me some. Is there a search for it? I mean, it's got McAfee. And I did do a, what is it called? I did a system recovery from HP. Like the HP recovery. I don't know. Let's see. What is this? WSAPP. Oh, yeah, Orlando. Yeah, we got everything here, man. But strangely enough, I've never been to Zaza. We'll have to look that one up. I've been to a lot of great restaurants here. Haven't heard of that one though. Zaza. Bruhzilla, what is up, brother? We're just going over some new laptops. It is laptop Christmas around here. Laptop Christmas. Welcome in. Welcome in, Bruhzilla. We're trying to figure out, we got this startup program called Program. And I just did a fresh like HP recovery from it. The screen's cracked, but it's actually a pretty nice laptop. It's 2018 X360. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna refresh the whole thing, but I do like to export the drivers because that's just something I enjoy doing. I just enjoy doing it. Windows R, Regedit. Yes, yes. All right. Where would it be? Where it be? Current user, local machine. Check under view. There's no options, maybe? No, there's nothing there. Refresh now, expand all. No, there's nothing to expand. Yeah, there's nothing there. Current user software, Microsoft, Windows. Aha, okay. Yeah, I went to options. There wasn't anything there. Hold on, let's just see if this will help. So current user, software, Microslop, Windows. I tried right clicking. Okay, just give me 1 second. Current version. Explorer. Startup. Run. We got OneDrive and then default. That might be OneDrive. Who knows? Okay, so you said options. Yeah, under options, I got always on top and then just set default tab. So that just sets which tab pops up when you open it. But, oh, here. Disk IO at startup, startup type, CPU at startup, running now, command line. Command line. Uh-huh. Ellen Tech. Program files Elon Tech or Ellen Tech. Elan Tech. edtctrl.exe. So I would type that into this other one. Let's type that. Give me 1 second. Oops. Elon. Oh no. Oh, and feed it to virus total. Okay. Can I just search for it though? Oops. etd c roll dot exe. No. Nothing. All right. So I wish I could just right click and go to it. That would be fucking handy. Is there a way to just open that file? Anybody know? Okay. So the regedit, we got default, which has nothing, and then OneDrive, which is something. Let's go open this C drive, program files. Where did it say? Oh, that does look sus because the exclamation points is C program and files. That looks fucking sus. How do I show hidden files? Anybody know? What the hell? Where the hell is it? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. You see the difference though? Guess it's not useful. But you guys see the difference here? It says C program and it ends right there, and then files. Whereas this one is C program files. But I don't see C program. I just see program files. There's program data. Let me just do a search for Elon Tech. I don't know. It's a mystery, guys. Yeah, maybe it's just a fucking weird glitch. But I'm doing a search for Elon Tech because that's Seems to be what. I don't know if it's just like a glitch or a bug or something. Ulontech EDT control. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Normally I use the Everything app on Windows and it works a lot faster, but I think it's still, even that app needs to index. Let me look over here for Elontech. Elontech refers to a few distinct here. Quality hardware solution. Server. What was it? Oh, I don't know how to use that. The locate command. You might have to show me that one. No items. Okay, what was the name of it? Sorry, guys. I got it. Elontech etd control.exe. Oh, there we go. So it says it is a legitimate process. Elon SmartPad driver, Elon microelectronics. It's pre-installed on laptops for touchpad functionality. Okay. So I think it might have just, that might have been why it was so slow to start up. Something got fucked up in the, like, something. I don't know. Something's fucked up right here. So I guess it just didn't start up correctly. But the touchpad is working. I'm gonna enable it again, even though it doesn't know what it's looking for. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna export the drivers and we can all move on with our lives. How does that sound? How does that sound to everybody? Close that. Yeah, it was weird. Very weird. So let me find Eventoy. Notes. I got a bunch of like Windows commands that I keep in here. This is a handy one to export your drivers, which should work. So I just do it. This is the easiest way I know how to do it. So we copy that. We make a folder in the C drive called drivers. Yo. What is the microphone? Is the microphone silent? Testing. Shut up, Mr. Nasty. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. So I just make a folder in here. Hit a command module here. It's where is, yeah, I guess PowerShell is fine. This works in PowerShell or in strikes again. So this is just a handy little script to export the drivers from this current system, this particular system. It works on any computer. So if you've got a laptop that has like specific drivers, yeah, and that's why I like running this script, right? Because, yeah, they're all different. So you run this script, it takes the drivers that are currently on this machine and exports them to whatever folder you specify. I just think it's easiest to make a folder on the C drive, call it drivers. That way, when you copy and paste this script, it just exports them. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And so once they're exported, I just copy them over to my external hard drive. And again, this is all just temporary because, so I probably won't keep them, this particular one, but I've got backups of all my drivers for my laptop, my mini, and my main rig. I've exported all of them and dumped them on my external. And I got them backed up on another external because I nuked my drive twice now. And there you go. So this one only has 58. Sometimes, you know, mileage may vary. You might have more, you might have less. But again, like you said, Strawberry Kitten, this way I know these are the right drivers for this laptop because they came installed on this laptop. So I believe this script only works for Windows 10 and 11. So yeah. So now we're ready to install whatever we choose. Well, no, we're not. We got to copy the drivers. Adoy. Don't just export them. Make sure you copy them. So I got a folder in here. Hey, shout out Cat Speed. You're shouting everybody out. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you for the shout outs, bud. All right, so I got all my stuff in here. I've got some Chromebook stuff. So I just like to open the C drive again. That would have been awful if I started the install and didn't copy them over. So then I just drag them over, rename it, whatever this is, HP X360. And then we can install Windows 11 or whatever OS we want. But, you know, generally when I'm selling on eBay, I like to put Windows 11 on there just because it's the newest operating system with Ghost Spectre, so that right, that's the problem. That's the problem right there, Strawberry Kitten. Windows updates are no longer to be trusted. So we ain't doing that. I ain't touching Windows Update. And with Ghost Spectre, we don't have to, because they will stop all updates, even patches and stuff coming in, which you can then install manually. Ghost Spectre on their Discord, they also have updates and patches, like a section for updates and patches. So you can manually install updates once they're vetted, because this last round of updates completely obliterated thousands of computers. So we don't want that just so we can download drivers. That much I'm sure of. Oh. Yeah, those aren't the shout outs. So shout outs just post like a link to their page. Oh, and that reminds me. These are called entrances or walk-on. I call them walk-on songs. So when you walk on, like when you walk on to the stage, yeah. Well, and in my experience, Strawberry Kitten, in my experience, I have found the opposite, right? Especially nowadays, because people do not trust Windows at all. And if you have Ghost Spectre on your system, right, and you turn off the automatic update thing and you update it, it will basically just re-download everything that is not installed from Windows and turn it into a normal Windows PC again. So you can go that route if you want. It doesn't hurt anything, but it gives them that option. Yeah. Yeah, and I make it clear in all of the listings that this is a custom version of Windows 11, okay? And what it is, and that I'm going to highlight that there are, the Windows Update is blocked. So I thought about that. I do want to highlight it as, you know, as either a feature or maybe it's a drawback. I don't know, but I've found that, you know, I've sold these laptops to people and they're very happy with them because they're so much faster without all the telemetry and bullshit running in the background. Ghost Spectre is really the only one that I trust. Some of the other ones, you know, but I have not had a bad experience with Ghost Spectre. Or what was the other one? X-Lite. X-Lite was really good. But there are a bunch of them out there that a lot of other people have tested. But for me, I just use Ghost Spectre. I did install kernel on a couple computers, but again, you know, you are correct. You don't want them banking or shopping on unpatched systems, but the biggest spyware out there right now is Microsoft themselves. Think about that. So this is the X360. So I just rename it X360, and then we're ready to go with Ghost Spectre. So I'll just shut her down and hold the option. Well, I guess we don't have to hold the option. We're just going to go into BIOS. Let's see. Search up Wick in Chrome. What is that? Wick in Chrome, and add it up later when you're free, or you may even do it on stream. Wick on Chrome. Wick in Chrome. Let me see here. So we got F9. All right. So we want the NVMe. Security violation. Shim UEFI. Press any key to perform mock management. Enroll key from disk. Oh, it's a bot specialized to prevent nukes. Huh. Okay. There we are. So FN F3. F3. There we go. All right. So let's go down to Windows, and we got the flavor of Ghost Windows 11 LTSC, 5.17 gigs on the disk. Let's do it. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look that. We can do that now while this thing is. Once we get into the setup here, we'll look that up. Oh, let me plug this in. Don't want this thing accidentally. Ooh, don't press that. Okay. So here we are at the Ghost Spectre installation screen. So Ghost Spectre, I really like. This guy's done a great job with this custom install. Don't mind Cooper's mom down here. He really has done a fantastic job with this. Let me set this up right. There we go. There we go. Sure. Why not? There's a bunch of apps pre-installed here. It's got a what do you call it? Explorer. You can just pop up the Explorer right here from the installer. If you need to move around files and stuff, it's got a bunch of stuff here. You've got 7-zip. You got Partition Assistant, AOME, Windows to Go, so you can put it on a USB if you want. You can do CPU-Z, memory test, Windows Recovery Tool, Windows System Restore, Task Manager, and then Windows NT Setup. Also got some admin tools, memory diagnostic, regedit, and then just some keyboard and notepad stuff. So kind of cool that he puts all this stuff in here. You can do the Partition Assistant if you're having issues with your partition. You can repartition it. Oops, hit the wrong one. So then to start it up, just hit here. I suggest going with the old version. Sorry. I suggest going with the old version. I don't know what the new version is. I believe it's from when you go update from Windows 10 to 11. It's like the newer setup, but people had issues with that, so just go with the old setup. They're similar, but people have problems with the newer setup. So, and then it's pretty much just run and gun. I like to do the SE because it adds the app start all back without Defender. And again, if you want Defender, just do a Windows update. It'll put all that shit back in. I just personally don't care. And this is 24H2, so LTSC. I go to the custom install because I want to get rid of all this shit. So we've got, should I leave the recovery drive on here? It's 1.7. It says OEM reserved, but I think if I delete all this, it's probably gonna delete all the rest of the stuff anyway. That's Windows recovery. Normally, I just like to delete it because it seems to like this all runs better when I delete everything. So and again, I don't know if this is the BIOS recovery tools. I doubt it, but either way. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh boy. Oh boy. What? You guys are really advertising bots on Kick?
You have made a grave mistake.
Bye-bye. Nice knowing you. Not really. Not really. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that. Fuck it. Whatever. Full send. Full send. There we go. No, eventually it gets rid of the follow. And kick goes through periodically and gets rid of bots. So I don't know why they're trying to sell bots. That's the first time I've ever seen that, where they're literally going on kick to sell you bots. You know, most people probably don't even know you will get banned. You will get banned if you view bot yourself and get caught. So don't do it. But hey, it gives me something to do when these idiots come in here, right? I get to ban them. That's always fun. I get to play with my stream deck a little bit. Oh, yeah. So what were you want me to look up? Yeah, eventually the follow will go away. It will go away. So if it is still there, it'll delete once I ban somebody. Because that makes no sense. Yeah, I could if what do you call it? Yeah, I could if I get found out. And actually some fucking asshole who I thought was my friend did that to me. Probably twice. I know one time I know he did it because he told me about it on stream. He botted me with 100 viewers. And then he's like, whoa, look, 100 viewers. And I'm like, was that you? And he's like, maybe. I'm like, dude, don't ever do that again. Yeah. Because they keep, you know, they keep track of all this stuff. So they can see it on a graph, right? And if all of a sudden you've got 100 people showing up one day out of nowhere, that's going to stick out like a sore thumb on the graph. And if it is repeated day after day after day, they're going to know. But a lot of people still do it. A lot of people still view bot and don't get caught. But again, it's one of those things. Like, do you want to take that risk? For me, I can't, because that's akin to lying, and I cannot lie. My life depends on it. I cannot lie. I'm an alcoholic. So inherently, I just want to lie about everything, and it is detrimental to my health. So it will kill me. Anyway. You hear about NVIDIA graphics cards. What about them? Oh, yeah, I did hear something about that. Yeah. It's all these AI data centers, dude. This is not going to end well. This is not going to end well, dude. I'm telling you right now. They're pushing the electric bill for these new AI servers off on the people and doubling their electric bill. I have previous messages before my... Yeah. Yes and no. You know, because AMD's probably in the same boat. They're putting all this money into these AI data centers, and they're shoving the bill in our faces because these people are, their electric and gas bills just doubled. And on their bill, it says, oh, it's just the transportation delivery costs for the electricity. You know, oh, we need to update our grid, and so we're charging you for that. Huh? This is not going to end well. And not to mention, AI is great, right? It's a great tool. Where's the demand? Who's using all this fucking AI that we need all these servers? I don't see it doing anything. Like, it's a great tool. It's fun to use. There's a lot of great uses for it. But where's the demand? Like, why do you make all these servers, like, anticipating there's going to be this huge demand? Like, you know? Like, what? Does that make any sense? And I get it. AI is very cool. It's a very useful tool. But where is all this demand that they feel like they have to dump $600 billion into AI? When you got record homelessness in California, you know? It's like we're spending more money on computers and things like that, AI data centers, than we are on humanity. And that's, I don't know. It's rubbing me the wrong way. They're all failing. That's what I'm saying. Where's the demand? Who's paying for this? You build a $600 billion infrastructure for AI. Microsoft did it. I believe that's the number. Who's paying for it? Who's buying the AI to the point that it's going to turn a profit for them? Because you just invested $600 billion into this. The Epstein files, you want me to elaborate on those? I ain't got time for that. Sorry. That is the loaded question of the century. We do not have enough time to talk about that. If you want to know more about it, be my guest. I ain't touching that shit. I know what's going on. I've known about it for decades. All I can do is shake my head. It's a fucking travesty. It's a shame that the people in power do to other people. That's what I'm saying. Like, where's the demand? Like, all this AI bullshit. Like, AI is great. Love it. But I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not going to pay a monthly subscription for it or, anything when I can get it for free half the time, And it's not worth what they're saying what is the end goal? And in your case, Priscilla, it's great for medical stuff. I think it's phenomenal to help diagnose medical conditions and come up with treatment plans, etc. Great use case. I don't think it's $600 billion worth when ChatGPT currently can already do it. Oh, we're fucked, dude. We're absolutely fucked. This AI bubble is going to pop and we're all going to be on the streets. We're absolutely fucked. Because those in control led us down the wrong path a long time ago. Long time ago. I'm talking about 1960s and 70s is when they took us down the wrong path. Long time ago. And we could get into all that, but again, I ain't got time for that. Not today. Not today. But they can't. They can't because AI bought it all up and they reserved it. That's why the RAM prices went through the roof, because they built all this stupid infrastructure for AI. And that's what I'm saying. Where's the demand? What the fuck are they using this AI for? All this AI. What are they using it for? Why? Why are we fitting the bill for this through power companies, etc.? Like, these AI companies, they need to be paying for their own power. And the increase on the grid that these things are drawing, they need to be paying for that. They need to have their own power plant built just for these data centers, because if it's doubling people's electric bills and gas bills out here, like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? so that I can make some fucking clip art? No. We're already struggling as it is, and you're gonna fucking hit people with $1,000 power bill? Huh? Say what? Nah. It's getting disgusting. It really is. We've lost our fucking minds as a country. As a country, we have absolutely lost the narrative. It's a shame. It really is. And for so many years, America, the greatest country in the world. It was all a fucking lie. It was all a lie to line the people's pockets who actually knew what they were doing. Bending us over. Evidently not. Or if they're paying for it, no, we just watched a video earlier. Hey, thank you for the follow, by the way. We just watched a video earlier and I reacted to it about people's power bills near some of these AI data centers. Their power bills have doubled and they're claiming it's the cost of the power was like $500 and then the delivery and infrastructure fee was more than the power usage. So, and if that's just 1 month and they claim, oh, it's to strengthen the grid and build new power lines and power poles and all this, and it's just like, okay, why am I paying for that? I pay you, the power company, your company, okay? Every company has expenses, okay? Why am I paying for their expenses? Shouldn't they pay for their expenses? Like, too bad, so sad. You guys are the power company. You got to put in the grid. Why am I paying for that? It's bullshit. The whole system is rigged. It's absolutely rigged. Yeah, 40 trillion in debt. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, I don't know what is what the deal is exactly. All I know is these people are saying their power bill doubled just this month when we're already struggling to put groceries, buy groceries, put food on the table. People are losing their houses, they're losing their cars. Like, hey, psst, don't scratch the couch. Um, it's just, and then they get hit with a $1,000 power bill, and you're just like, what the? And again, the power company's not saying it's the AI data centers, but it's like, what else could it be? These AI data centers are drawing so much power. Not to mention, then we've also got all these new electric cars out here and around the way. It's unsustainable. And who knew that AI would take us all out, right? So if it's not taking us out like we imagined it would in the movies, like Terminator, it's going to take us out through our pocketbook. That's how it's going to take us out. We'll all be homeless and on the street, and you can only survive that long. You can only survive so long on the street, with no money. We're going to be broke as a country, and it's not going to be that far off. And AI did it to us. Pew, pew. But whatever. It's all good. Oh yeah. Strawberry, you still with us? I forgot to play the alert for whatever reason, and I think I might know what it is. There it is.
Strawberry kitten, nothing like I ever met
Strawberries
before.
didn't fire off.
Strawberry kitten, she smells a punch with the silent K. Oh, strawberry kitten, she's got that upside down waist.
And then you wanted to hear, well, Mr. Nasty's can be fired off with a command, exclamation nasty. And which other one did you want to hear? Oh, cats. But cats, I don't think you can fire off with a command. So I'll play cats.
Make it nasty, make it nasty. Pop it on the bitch. Make it nasty, make it nasty. Playing games you can't resist.
That's weird. Did I press it twice? Exclamation nasty.
Make it nasty, make it nasty. Pop it on the bitch. Make it nasty, make it nasty.
This
Playing
is,
games
Ghost Spectre.
you can't resist.
This is Ghost Spectre. Ghost Spectre. What's it called? Windows 11 LTSC version. And there we go. So it is an old platter hard drive. So yeah, it's good. And like I said, I like AI for what it is. Because they were $11, and I ain't got the fucking money to dump into an SSD. And the screen is cracked, so I paid $11 a piece for these, approximately. The touch screen on this one doesn't work, but it is a like 360, so it's a flippable laptop, right? It does have an M.2 slot in it, so you could put what are they up to, 4 terabytes? So you could put a 4 terabyte NVMe in here, and then update the other like platter hard drive to another 4 terabyte SSD, and you'd have friggin' 8 terabytes in this laptop. So that would be pretty killer. Hi, Cooper. Hi, Mama. What'd you get? Some paints? Did you go to Monkey Joe's? Nice.
But there's still 3 birthday parties.
3 birthday parties?
And he ran into like all the
Of course you did.
like Mellis. What about these people?
Yeah, of course you did. What's that? You got a truck too? Is that a bus? We love buses. He loves buses. Yes. Ghost Spectre. It's got I'll show you when it fires up, but it's a debloated Windows 11, and this one is the LTSC, so it's the Enterprise or whatever. But it's got some cool features. It's deep loaded. It's got start all back and what else? Yeah, buddy. He's playing with his markers. But yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff. It pulls all the crap telemetry, all the bullshit out of Windows. It's just your base version. And if you want all that back, you just run Windows Update. Oh, that's the big thing. It stops all Windows updates until 2077. So, like this last round of Windows updates, fucked a lot of people over. Not me though, because I'm running Ghost Spectre. So, that's the reason I upgraded my main rig to Ghost Spectre, because I was hearing rumblings that the 25H2 update might be broken, and then it came out and just totally destroyed a bunch of people's computers. So you can install the updates manually, but again, it is entirely up to you. You don't have to, right? There it is. The Ghost Spectre. Let me close this. Turn me off there. So, brightness in this. Okay. First things first. Oh, it is working. Okay. So, go to this PC. So it does recognize that it had a touch screen, but touchscreen is cracked. So, like I said, the touchscreen also is, it's like $100 to replace. So it's not worth it to me. The computer still works. It runs great. It's got, you know, they're lying. They're lying to you. And I fired off your intro already. So it didn't fire off. But now that you're here, because Brazilla wanted to hear it.
Chasing down scenes, got receipts for everyone. Heartbreaker certified, I do it just for fun.
Annoying. Huh? Oh, yeah, the cats, they like to trick us, so I fed them, but then they try to cry to her because they're trying to trick us and say, "Oh, he didn't feed us."
That's why they were obese for a long time.
They were obese. Just like me. The whole well, no, don't put that on Cooper. Don't put that on Cooper. Oh. But yeah, so I don't know what it's doing now. I think we may have some issues here. Yeah, I would have liked to have upgraded it to an SSD, but we're definitely having some sort of issues here. I may have to put that other stick of RAM back in here, because they are mismatched, and I think it's messing it up. Now, yeah, after it installs, it does install some other stuff. After the initial install, you'll get this screen right here. It's actually a pretty nice laptop, though. So it does have 8 gigs of RAM. And I'll get this up on eBay real soon. But yeah, so it's running a custom version of Windows 11. 24H2, 25H2 is not to be trusted. Just saying it. It's not to be trusted. Camera sucks. There we go. We're finally in focus. Yeah, so anyway, it's gonna look all that up. Oh yeah, eBay. Do you guys have eBay down there? Oh yeah. You should see the stuff that's on eBay. And actually, so I had another one that was cracked like this, and I sold just the palm rest with the trackpad and keyboard, just the keyboard, palm rest, like just the casing. The motherboard was pulled out of it, everything. I sold that one, that palm rest for that other laptop for like $55. So, you know, I mean, people buy all kinds of stuff on eBay. So yeah, people will buy it. Yeah. Well, and this one runs perfectly fine. The only thing is the touch screen doesn't work, obviously. So that's not a deal breaker. It's got HDMI, so you could literally just plug a monitor into it, flip this screen upside down, because it actually will sit underneath here. I'm not going to do it right now because I got stuff hooked up to it. I'm just going to go 1, 1, 1. There we go. Just go regular TSC. And then it will restart here in a second. It's going to pop up and say, restart me, homeboy. Yep. But I love Ghost Spectre. It's solid, gets rid of all the telemetry, the BS. But yeah, so this does have an M.2 slot. It's got 8 gigs of RAM. I think you can put 16 in it. Like I said, you can flip this screen upside down and just use the keypad with the monitor. And, you know, still a really good computer. It's got an i5. You could put 16 gigs of RAM up in it. Potentially, you could put up to 8 terabytes of storage in here. It's got Bang & Olufsen speakers, which are really, really nice speakers. A new glass would run you $100, and then you got to install it. Otherwise, you know, you could pay somebody to install it. I don't know how much that would cost to install it. I'd do it myself, but I might swap the other RAM back in there to see if it starts up faster. So I'm getting, ever since I plugged these other 2 sticks in here, it seems to be hanging a little bit. And they are mismatched, which I don't like doing. Yeah, well, I mean, they're almost there. With Steam, anyway. I don't know about any of the other game installers, but they're almost there. I mean, they got like 80% of the game titles on Steam, or more. I could be wrong, but I think it's like 80% of the titles on Steam work for Linux. So yeah. Yeah, that was him from that was him when we brought him home. He was like, meh. He said Cooper's the Cooper's mom's mug. I love it. That was him when we brought him home. He made that face. He said, "What is life?"
Stanley from The Office, like the facial expression reminds me of Stanley.
Yeah.
From The Office.
Yeah, he's hilarious. But so also I like Ghost Spectre because so you just saw the install procedure if you were watching. Yes, he does. He stole my IBs. He's got the blue eyes, the baby blues. But It doesn't ask you any questions. Doesn't care. And then it's automatically set up with a local account. So install, if you have an SSD or an NVMe on your system, you could install this in like 10 minutes and you'd be up and running. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah, no Microsoft account, nothing. It sets you up with a local account. You can create as many accounts as you want. And no updates. It's 24H2 LTSC and good to go. What is this? Yeah, I might have to stick that other RAM back in here. It's just lagging a little bit. What is this one? Oh, yeah. Delete that. That's from my external. So, one last thing we got to do. We come into Device Manager and reload the drivers from this system that we exported. Yeah, something's going on here. This, I think it is the... Come on. I think it's that RAM. Oh well, no biggie. Might have to do it just to get it running. What the hell? Open Device Manager. Let's go. I don't think it's the hard drive. Like I said, oh great. Now it's going to open like 50 of these. Keep them coming. Okay. So all you got to do, right click on this, add drivers, and then browse to that folder that we exported. Come on. What is this thing doing? Yeah, well, it is an old Platter hard drive. Well, it's GUI. If you download the standalone update, it comes right from the Ghost Spectre Discord. So like, yeah, it's probably the drive. It's from 2018. So this laptop's 2018. And like I said, if you know, I'll sell it for cheap. I'll sell it for whatever the going rate is, you know, and cracked screen. I'm not gonna like sell it for, you know, $300 because it ain't worth $300. You know, I'll sell it for whatever the going rate is. Come on. But so here's the X360 folder that we exported. Hit OK. Come on. Yeah, I mean, it could be the old hard drive, but like I said, when I had the one stick of RAM in there, it was definitely moving a little bit faster. So I don't know. But yeah, so you would download the standalone update from Ghost Spectre. And again, that's why I waited, because 25H2 sucks. So, and then even the patches that they released to fix the original problems sucked, and those broke new things. And it was just like, it was breaking like system restore. So like, now that it's broken, you couldn't even restore back to an old version, and it was a huge nightmare for a ton of people. I don't think Microsoft's ever going to recover from this. I really don't, because their trust has been shattered. A lot of companies are already looking for different distros. They're looking for Linux. They're looking for other OSs to potentially install, because this is just a disaster. But it is GUI, so it would be like a zip file that you download, you extract, and just double click, and it will extract the update for you. and you know, you just click through it like any other prompt type thing. But yeah, I am gonna test the other RAM once I get all these drivers installed. So once these drivers are all installed, then we will also have to restart. And I keep forgetting, what were we looking up? Wick? For Chrome, you said? Is this it? The Wick editor? I don't exactly know what the update was, right? Like what they were trying to fix. I think it was just a standard, like, hey, we're updating, we're gonna do some patches, da 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 da. No, Wickbot. Wickbot for Chrome. This one? Oh, Discord moderation and security that is always one step ahead. And this is for Discord? What does it do? It's kind of Ghost Spectre. What do you mean? And this is just for like anti-spam for Discord, I guess. Oh, okay, here, this is what you said, anti-nuke. Okay. Yeah, if you think you want to put that on the Discord and you think it'll help, yeah, absolutely. Because I know on my other Discord, I was getting a lot of like fake accounts. They would message me. They would join my Discord and then they would message me and pretend to be like, "Oh, we should collab on stream or whatever." And I'm like, "Why?" Just like, what? Why? It would be like, you know, for a lack of a better term, like it would be like Osmogold, right? It would be like kind of, well, he's big, but like a middle famous streamer, right? And they would make a fake account of said streamer. So I would like look up who this person was because I didn't even know who they were. And I'm like, and they'd have like, you know, a couple 100,000 followers. And I'm like, why would they be messaging me wanting to collab with me? Oh, Kat says it's because I'm handsome and sexy.
And sexy.
Evidently. Oh, you're talking about this? It's exclamation nuke that should launch it off. But Discord type. Okay. Yeah. If you think it would be good, yeah, you're more than welcome to add it, or do you need me to add it? Yeah, I don't particularly like it either. Okay, let's go back to here. Ba-da-da-da-da. So drivers successfully installed, hit close, and it's gonna say restart me, bitch. And there's one I should have drug it over. But then there's one other app I wanted to install. Oh, and test the Wi-Fi, which I will. Okay, yeah, that works. That works. That works. But yeah, and I like the name too. John Wick. It's me, John Wick. John Wick. The Boogeyman. Baba Yaga. He's Baba Yaga. The Boogeyman. So yeah, guys, if this X360, be on the lookout for it on eBay. I'll post it maybe in the description of this video as well. So if you guys are interested in picking this thing up, I will price it accordingly. You know, it is someone got too excited. They were playing a game and they just it happens. Okay? It happens. Okay, I'm gonna switch this real quick because I wanna see if the network is working. Now it was not connecting on Windows 10, and I thought that was strange. So there, and there it connected. So it is a issue with come back here. So the Wi-Fi was not connecting on Windows 10. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I don't know why it was not connecting, but it wasn't. And I just tried it on Ghost Spectre Windows 11. So it was a software issue. It's not a hardware issue. It connected right away. Last time it just would not connect. But the other nice thing comes pre-installed with CPU-Z. You guys might not be able to see it because it's a little blur nasty. Speaking of blur nasty, Frank, hush it. So it comes pre-installed CPU-Z. We got an i5 on the main board. HP Coffee Lake, Cabby Lake. Inside. Memory channel dual, DDR4, 8 gigs. It seems to be firing up now. Could be the hard drive, could be just
What do you want?
who knows. I don't know. I'll run some more tests on the memory before I pull it out, because I would rather just leave it in here. So we do have a Samsung and a Micron, which is not great. I don't like to mismatch RAM, just because, yeah, you can see the latency. Latency on that one is different than latency on this one. That's ultimately why I don't like matching them. Uh, 9080. 9080. I think I have the 9800 XFX or XTX. And I got the whole system for $2,500. And I need to make a command for that, but let me paste it in here. I gotta find it. I have it up on my Kick page, but I need to put the link also on my YouTube. I will show you my system. I got it on, sorry, Newegg for 2,500 bucks, and this is it right here. Which one? You guys gonna go do some painting? Oh shoot. Hang on a second. The link was too long, so I gotta copy this one. Yeah, it's a 9070 XTX. Hang on. This is it right here. Yeah, 7900 XTX. Excuse me. Not 9070. Hi, buddy. Look what we're doing. Say hi. What do you think? Yeah, that's the computer. You see it? He loves the computer, by the way. Got all the lights and the bells and whistles.
The bus second.
Oh, you got a Superman bus. Ooh, look at that. What does that say? What does that say? Superman. Wow, dude. So cool.
He doesn't.
Love
Sometimes he
buses.
doesn't have like the patience to let them scan everything before he wants to grab it back. And then so she gives it back to him, and he goes, "Thank you."
Aww.
And she's like, "Oh, you're welcome." And then she put it on his arm, and he's like walking out of the store, like with it on his arm,
Oh.
like he just went on a shopping spree.
Okay. Here. You want to take your bus?
Take your bus.
There you go. Oh yeah, thank you. I'll have to update that. Which one? Down here? That one not working? Oh yeah, that's going to bad speed. And then the one up here. Yeah, that one's it's also not updated. Yeah. Yeah, little blondie. He is cute. He's something else. Yeah, I will have to update it. Let me update it. No. I know. There's so much going on. And I need to like rename it too. So let's see. That's the correct one. There's like so many different like, you know, profiles I gotta remember to change, and it's a lot. What am I doing? Yeah, 1 second. Can you download the app? Vizio. Oh, I just turned it off. Okay, you want YouTube? Or what do you want? What the heck? There. I updated the Discord on the top, but I'll have to do the bottom one as well. Wait, you don't want this, right? What do you want? YouTube? Oh. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah. We need our remote, the batteries ran out, so you can get the Vizio app for the phone, and it actually works better, I think, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What were we doing? Sorry, I had to put a movie on for the boy. He wanted to watch the Bee movie. You guys ever see the Bee movie? Good one. Okay, I want to copy this one too. I want to put this on my. I'm just adding a link to YouTube right now. There we go. There we go. So now it should be in my bio on YouTube or on the main page somewhere. So the rig should be there. If you look for more info right here, you just hit more links, my rig, and it should pop up. So this is the one I have. Like I said, there we go. I bought it for, I think, $2,500. It's got the water cool. It's got the 7900 XTX 24 gig DDR6, 32 gigs of RAM, Ryzen 9. So yeah, it is a good deal. I would go with a pre-built personally, because it was all set up. It had everything. It came with Windows, came with a keyboard and a mouse, which I sold for $60 because I already had it and I don't like them, the particular mouse and keyboard that it came with. And it also came with like $100 rebate to use on Newegg. So it's a sick system. It's been able to handle everything that I've thrown at it. Without much of an effort, so they have a lot of really good pre-builts out there, and honestly, the way the RAM prices are, this is your best bet, right? So right here you got a 9070 XT with 32 gigs of RAM, Ryzen 9, $2,300, so. And here's the 50 Ti, a couple hundred more. But and that was the big kicker. This is the one that sold me on it. 4 terabyte NVMe. Oh, it's right here. 9070 is right here. Look. Now, a lot of these images, they just put stock in here. So it's probably not the same components, right? This is just like a stock image, but so you just kind of have to look at the specs. Like, this is what you're going to get, right? Some of like the AIO might be different. The RAM might be different. And that card says GeForce on it, but that's probably just a different card, honestly. But I like the color on it. They may have it in Australia. They may have Newegg in Australia. I mean, I know they ship worldwide. So it's, And yeah, this is similar on mine. Mine was in the 94th percentile. So this is like, and it shows you right here at 1080p, this is your average frame rates. And again, your mileage may vary, right? So at 1440, I play Fortnite a lot, right? And it's a pretty heavy game, so that's why usually it's lower on the frame rate. But I don't play it at 4K, but even if I did, it'd be around 70 FPS, fairly stable. I think I do play at 1440, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I run it at 120. I cap it at 120, and it runs fairly stable. It's right at 120 almost all the time. Because you'll get dips when you're in like firefights and close range type of stuff, when there's a lot of stuff going on. You will get dips. That's just how it is. But this one's only got 2 terabyte NVMe. Mine came with 4 terabytes. So it's 4 terabytes, 32 gigs RAM, and a pretty beefy graphics card. 24 gig graphics card. So, and now, if you're into Linux at all, or you're getting into Linux, AMDs seem to be more supported. Like there's more support for AMD cards out there. That's not to say that NVIDIA is not supported. It is supported, but I guess there's more issues with NVIDIA on Linux, if that's your cup of tea, or if you are like me and you want to dual boot, you know, there's that option too. But Skytech's been great. It came, like I said, it came with Windows installed, Windows Home, you know, but, you know, so you could play right out of the box. And a year warranty on parts. So you're good to go for a year parts and labor. If anything's going wrong with it, they'll guarantee it for a year. But a lot of great deals with pre-builts. And like I said, it's pre-built. It shipped right to my door. I pulled it out, set it up, and I was good to go. Okay. And again, I don't know if these guys ship to Australia. They might. I don't know. Sorry, I'm going to just close all these because I don't need all this open. I don't know if they ship to Australia. Let me look it up. Sorry. I never thought I'd knock them out. Let me look it up. Australia. If I could spell. Yeah, it does. Newegg ships to Australia through its Newegg global site. And that would be just newegg.com. I guess. Or maybe look up Newegg Global. Australian customers can purchase a wide range of electronics and computer parts with options for free shipping on select items. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you could look up and see if there's extra taxes and duties. And just see. But it might be worth it for you. It might not. I don't know. I don't know how much the card is. You said it was hard to come by. 3 to 4K. Yeah. And again, these are US prices, so the prices over there might be higher. Yeah, so. Ooh. Nuggies, let's go. Thank you, honey. So yeah, and I don't know if it would be worth or a strong enough laptop. Strong enough for what? So this one has an i5 with 8 gigs of RAM, and I probably will put that 8 gig stick back in here because we got some timing issues, I think. I think that's what's going on here. Because slot 1 and slot 2, the cast latency numbers are different. Yeah, and even the frequency. Wow. Yeah, the frequency on a couple of these is different. So, not a huge deal, but not great. So I don't want to push that off on somebody, you know. I'll pull them back out and put that 8 gig stick back in. Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, I loved my system. I love my system. Cooper loves it too. He loves coming over here and playing with the system, playing with it. But yeah, so I will slap that other stick of RAM back in here before I take some pictures and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if it would be worth getting a pre-built system or getting it off of another site over there. I don't know. And I don't know how much the prices differ from place to place. But it's too bad you can't like take a trip to the States, buy it for cheaper, and then just throw it in your suitcase and fly back. Just saying. Might be cheaper. We don't know. But you still got to go through customs when you go home. So, or at least we do here. So they're like, anything you got to claim, and they scan all that stuff anyway. So, nothing like chicken nuggies. Right? You get some chicken nuggies? Oh, he's got French fries. Let's go. But yeah, guys. So, who's everybody going for the Super Bowl? You guys watch the Super Bowl? Let me. Yeah. So you probably need a decent machine to do all that stuff, right? Yeah. This one's got 8 gigs. You could upgrade it to, hang on. This one's got 8 gigs. You could upgrade it to 16 gigs. But the screen is cracked, obviously. But if you have a monitor, it's got an HDMI port. So really, you know, it's not an issue. You could use this as a second monitor, you know, so that you're not like looking at this all day long. But if you need, you know, a little bit of extra space, you could put stuff, you know, as this would be your second monitor kind of thing. Yeah, this laptop has 8 gigs of RAM. Oh, VRAM. Not sure about the VRAM. It's integrated graphics, so sorry. There we go. Can you see that? So it has a Intel UHD graphics. Yeah, it's got 4 gigs. But it's shared GPU memory. You got 4 gigs of shared GPU memory. So, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, my card's got freaking 24 gigs of DDR6, so it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. So, anywho, I think that's about it. I'm gonna. Sorry, guys. I'm like chewing. I apologize. Chewing right in your ear. I know. ASMR. Sorry. So let's see here. Let me turn that off. Use checkboxes. Turn that off. Okay. There, thank God. It's already running faster. I like it. It's running a lot faster actually with Ghost on here compared to whatever the hell was on here. Windows 10. Windows 10 or whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot. It doesn't have Brave. There it is. Just run install a browser on there as well. Yeah, Ghost Spectre doesn't come with a web browser out of the box either, but with the Ghost toolbox, you can install a bunch of stuff on there. I'm sorry for the shoddy camera work here. There we go. I know. I don't know why they haven't made graphics cards with slots for their own RAM. That would be friggin' a killer thing. That would be a killer option to have. And actually, I think I did see one company that was starting to do that, which I think would be amazing. But then again, it makes the RAM shortage even worse. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna throw that other 8 gig stick back in here. I don't think I'll do that right now on stream, but I'll get this whole thing cleaned up, and we'll get it up on eBay here real soon. And I'll just showcase it real quick again. Let me eject this. So here it is. There we go. A little bit better. So this is it. It's a X360. The screen is cracked. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, and you can upgrade it to 16 gigs because I'm gonna swap the RAM back out, just shut it off. But this will be up on eBay real soon. It's a great laptop. i5 processor, 8 gigs, upgradable to 16. It does have a slot for an NVMe. You can replace the touchscreen, so it is touchscreen capable, but it doesn't work. And it does rotate, so it sees, that it is a tablet mode. This screen flips all the way back, so you can set it up like that if you want. You can set it up like that if you want to watch movies and stuff. But it does have HDMI port as well, so you can just hook a external monitor up to it if you want. But yeah, it's a pretty nice laptop, all in all. So I'm gonna sell it as is. If you want to replace the screen, I think the new screen is like $100. So I would do it yourself rather than pay somebody to put it in. Because if you paid somebody, it'd probably be like closer to $300 to do that. But still a great laptop. It does have an M.2 port in here, so you can install an NVMe in here if you wanted to. So, but that's it, guys. I'm gonna sign off. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Go Seahawks, I guess. I don't know. I wish the Packers were in there, but they're not. So they lost like everybody else. The Jaguars too. We wished the Jaguars would have made it, but the Jaguars didn't make it either. So we're gonna cheer for the Seahawks because F the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Big shout out to Brazilla and Strawberry and Catspade and Mr. Nasty and Echo. Thank you for being here. Who else was here? I think that was everybody. I don't know if I missed anybody, but if I missed you, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.